Hello and welcome back to Total War Live. Your boy is back in the studio, Big Wheels, and guess what, guy? I'm ill again.
Oh, mate. It's actually unrelated to... Oh, I've just created a little bit of a mess here. I was going to pull this ice cream out at a later point.
Thank you, John.
Because it is, of course, Ice Cream Wednesday here at CA. Encourage you to have an ice cream yourselves.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. Enjoy your ice creams.
Mic is adjusted.
Mic is adjusted. It's
Oh,
ice cream
God,
Wednesday.
I'm not going to be able to eat my ice cream with the mic.
You spilled ice cream all over yourself. I'm Michael Whelan. I am an associate content producer here at CA, and I'm going to be your host for this afternoon. And I'm joined by...
I just want to quickly note that the lower third that just appeared is the wrong one for Wheels. It's got the wrong title on it, but, you know, Wheels is a man of many talents.
You've wasted your lower third now. Who are you?
Well, we can bring it up again. Who cares? I'm Guy, associate content producer. We do some videos and stuff and some graphics and stuff sometimes. That's us.
You may remember us from the Tomb Kings head-to-head Let's Play.
That famous video.
I'm Troy McClure. Right, so we are going to be playing some free-for-all battles today. So, Mido. Yes, Sunzu, that is his name.
Good to have you, Sunzu. Hope you'll be watching as we struggle to play Total War here.
Yes. I'm struggling just to... He's moved it so that he can eat the ice cream, Madness. Leave him out, all right?
Madness, do your job and crank me up whilst I'm eating the ice cream.
You're just going to have to sit on those audio levels. We're playing some free-for-all battles today. Let's jump into gameplay so you can see the lobby. The lobby name is CA versus the world, and the password is capital C, capital A. Come and join us. And I just want to say that if we have Kimsey Bimsey watching us today, they requested that we play Moonlight Ridge. As they have spent their leadership points to request
twice
in a row. So
wait,
if you'd
refunded,
like to,
refunded.
No, oh, they've refunded both. Okay.
Well, we'll do it anyway because it's a freebie.
We'll give you a freebie. How about that, Kimsey? All right, let's shove it on Moonlight Ridge. Kimsey's favourite map, and we need to find out, Guy, who we are going to be playing for this first match.
Oh wait.
I know where it is. I know where it is. I was just adding a bit of drama by adding a dramatic pause.
Okay. All right. We've got enough hands. This is teamwork.
For anyone who hasn't seen it yet, this is the brand new Wheel of Factions. You'll notice that some of it is keyed out because it's green or on a green screen.
Didn't think that one through.
No, we didn't. But we did faction colours, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's only so many colours, and green is one of the main colours. So
it's just a big colour, green. So we'll go for the bottom one, whichever the little whatever that's called lands on.
Yep.
I think we need to. It's not quite. Oh, whatever. Fine. Give it a big old spin. I know you love a big old spin.
Here we go. Wheel
of
Faction.
Oh, chat decides. So, chat, tell us who you want us to
play. Are we
play.
going to do first come, first serve?
Well, it depends how many messages we're going to be flooded with by this enormous audience that I'm sure we're going to be catering to today. Perhaps Sunzu or Jelly Joe would like to recommend a faction for us to play. All of the factions here that you can pick from, of course. Should we just read them out? Argolon, Beastmen, Borderlo, Bretonia, Carcassonne, Clan Angrod, all of the favourites. All of the household names that we are used to. Red Knight 1394 is asking for some Lizardmen. We've also got the Last Judicator asking for Clan Rictus.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone want to cast a deciding vote?
Tomb Kings.
by
Smart Pharaoh. He's clearly biased.
We'll definitely be playing some Tomb Kings, no worries about that.
Satan's Mongoose asks for Beastmen. Go Lizards. That is 2 votes for Lizards. Let's play as the Lizardmen. Are we going to pick Mazda Mundi?
I thought chat was going to play a joke on us there where they literally said every faction.
Chat are not organised enough to be able to pull that off.
I don't know. I believe they are.
Okay. Yeah, question is, do we want to play as Krokgar or Mazda Mundi? I'll let you decide that. You know? Do you want to
Mido decides.
Mido's decide. Do you want to see Krokgar or Mazda Mundi?
I'd like to see Mazda Mundi, actually.
Mazda Mundi. So we're going for the Lizardmen. And let's bring him out. Shove him on Zlak. He protects the attack, and he also rides Zlak. It's Mazda Mundi coming in with the abilities Ruination of Cities. And I think, actually, we're just going to get Banishment. Maybe Shield of the Old Ones. That will do. Never been talk as well. A little bit of crowd control. I rate it.
Didn't it get nerfed so that it only affects one unit now?
It
Still good,
now
though. Still good,
affects
though.
a single enemy as opposed to a area. However, I believe it can be overcast.
Oh.
I might be completely incorrect.
Well, we'll see.
There it is. Toggle upgraded. Area. Yeah, you can overcast it to cast it in an area.
Okay.
I think that's a better system.
Yeah.
I think that's a better system. So it still remains, but it's a little bit more expensive, and obviously there's the miscast chance. So, let's see. Who are we going to be playing as? We need to grab some Temple Guards because they're fundamental, as far as I see it. By the way, guys, we need you to jump in and come join us with this game. We've got free slots wide open for you to come and join us. Lobby name is CA versus the World, and of course the password is capital C, capital A. If Gabriel Taylor is in the chat, he was the last person to request.
Come on down.
Come on down. Yeah, come and give us a battle.
And yeah, if you're in the chat and you're not at work or in class, then but definitely dive in.
Question for you: what's better, Stegodon or Bastiladon? Which is the biggest, cooler boy? Bear in mind that Stegodon is essentially just a much better version of a Bastiladon.
I just want to really point out that I've made this mistake before where I thought it would be a good idea to eat on stream. And it never is a good idea. So please remind me next time. Stream team.
Stream team. Drexel says it's 10 a.m. and he is at work. Well, I'm glad that we can give you some entertainment for your working day.
Keeping
slugging away for that big old corporate machine. That big old capitalist overlord that we're all working underneath.
Very, very woke of you, Wills.
Very woke. My third eye is wide open. Right, I'm going to grab 2 Segadons for a bit of banter. I'm going to get some Cold on Spear Riders as well for a little bit of cab action. It's too many. You always need to be careful that you don't grab too many expensive units, otherwise you find yourself with basically nothing. And of course, Mazda Mundi is eating up a lot of our cash.
Well,
so
you put him on Zlack, to be fair.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. All right. Just under $2,000 that we can spend here. What do we want to grab? What do we want to grab?
How about something like little revivification crystal action? I mean, it's not so great in free-for-all because you're just giving people more points, but I feel like
yeah, I mean, at least one is surely a fair game, right? We could go for 2 of those bad boys.
Ooh.
With a Stegodon.
How can we build this into our strategy now? Like, how is this going to impact the way we play?
We want to use Mazda as a tank, right? So use those revivification crystals to just keep bumping him up.
High damage dudes are going to suck up all those points. Doesn't matter if they get injured because we'll revivify them back up to full
Yes,
strength.
we will revivify them.
I'm impressed I managed to say that.
Me too. We could go for maybe a Skink Priest of Heavens and shove him on a flying mount and just grab one of the spells. So, for example, we could go for... don't want Thunderbolt. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Chain Lightning. And that's only 745, and that gives us a few more magic options. Bear in mind that the only spell that actually costs mana from Mazda Mundi is going to be that net. So we've got that magic in the bank.
You can't get any Winds of Death, can you? I'd love to see...
Oh god, no, not with Lisman. That'll be ridiculous.
I just, I've seen it happen to you so many times.
I know, right? I need to turn the tables at some point. But it depends if the Wheel of Factions is kind to us. Come and join us, guys. We're still waiting for an opponent.
Still no one in it. We're playing on our own at this rate.
It's absurd. The hot spots that are the CA versus the World lobby sitting dusty.
I tell you what, if I finish this ice cream and no one has joined, then God help me, I'm good. I'm going to
kick off.
Me and Will have to play a 1v1 or something.
Oh, can you imagine? That would actually be quite fun. Although I've literally made it so that you can see.
Yeah, we can't really do
Smart Pharaoh is saying you should make it CA versus CA. That would be quite fun.
Do we have the technology?
We haven't set up the catch card on that PC, so we wouldn't be able to get.
We weren't planning on it.
Yeah, it would be one perspective, so that would be a bit rubbish. the easier, simpler option is for one of you to just jump in the lobby and play with us.
Yes, please come. And I'm about to finish this ice cream, so let this be the ticking time bomb that everyone's gonna be diving in now because they don't want to see me get angry.
Mm-hmm. You won't like him when he's angry.
I will beat up Wheels.
He gets even more middle class. Let's see if we've got any people in the chat that we've played with before. I think we've played with No-No73. Have we played with him before? Sun Tzu's jumped on one of the games before as well, I believe. Sun Tzu, come join us. Password, once again, capital C, capital A. Do you know what we could do? Just save this army and make sure that everything's fine with the lobby.
Who built those armies?
I think that was me. I can't remember.
I guess.
I guess. Tell you what, we'll make it even simpler. We will take off the password. We will unleash the gates. Baldur's Gate? Oh my god. All kinds of stuff going on. Alright, there we go, guys.
Is that a good build, though, Wheels?
Is that a good build? Probably not. We've still got 400 gold to spend. We could shove some skinks on there, you know, or we could just level up those temple guard. Because these guys are my anti-large, right? Mm. These guys are not bad at anti-large as well, but they're more for fast-moving targets. And then this is my anti-infantry, and this is my anti-infantry, and this guy's gonna shove a little bit of magic all over the place.
Welcome, Bodvar.
Bodvar joining us, our first contestant. I can't tell what that picture is. It looks like an angry hooded man. Probably unwanted attention to that image.
Who will Bodvar select here? He knows our build, and he's gone for the Tomb Kings.
Ooh, he's gone for Liberus. Is he gonna?
Mate, you've looked away from the screen.
Oh my God! We don't know what's going on. So many different changes. He's just gonna go through every single faction.
We're getting baited.
Yeah. Oh no! Please no, not her.
Try and do a commentary.
Please don't Isabella me again. I'm so sick of Isabella, guys.
Smartfire is asking for us to send him a PC.
I mean, that's a bit extra. His Holiness, the something, has also joined us. The Sloth. His Holiness, the Sloth, has joined us.
Fantastic name. Amongst the best.
Thank you for joining us, noble Sloth.
Noble No. Just welcome. Looks like we've settled on Bretonia.
Bretonia from Bodvar. Interesting. And His Holiness is looking like he wants to play as the Beastmen, which is certainly not something we see very often.
Beasts and dinosaurs are going to be a fantastic combo here, I think.
Fantastic combo. the kind of stuff you can only get in Total War Warhammer 2. On sale now!
Wheels, you corporate shield.
Oh, I know. That's me. Just waiting on one more player to join, and here he is. It's Dis. I think this is about 3 different players who we've never played before.
Yeah, which is what I mean, it's true. Actually, I'm talking a lot of breeze here because I like
chat and breeze.
I like when the classics come in, but I also like to see people who have the potential to become new.
Exactly
classics.
Right. You've got to have the special guest appearances. Sorry, that become cameos and then become mainstream characters in your streaming sitcom.
We are running a streaming sitcom here.
Right, we got 400 gold here. I think I'm actually just going to rank up my temple boys. Bam, look at that. Triple rank them.
I don't see how this could go wrong.
But then you have not played with me before. Maybe gamma setting is a little high? Don't know about that.
Maybe a little, but I'm not sure if it's worth.
I believe that's actually the capture card.
Oh, it does have that kind of effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the capture card has quite a bright render of the screen.
I think we are also exceptionally well lit today.
Exceptionally well lit.
Which might be a factor if that's the element.
Oh, he's opened up the settings. Manus is on the way to the settings. Can he change the lighting in time?
He's shaking his head. He's
shaking his head.
Don't make him.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
It could all come crashing and burning.
He's going to crash the stream.
Dis has readied up. Good on your Dis.
Kimsey Bimsey's in the chat. Kimsey, we are playing your map choice that we didn't realise was a thing because we haven't opened the Redemptions thing in a while. And you picked Moonlight Ridge, so that is what we are playing. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for spending your leadership. I think you refunded it as well, so here's a little freebie for you. A little freebie. You're very welcome, Kimsey. It's good to see.
You deserve it. You've earned it.
One of our favourite regulars, Kimsey.
Definitely. I think I remember Kimsey all the way back in the watching the Shogun streams, actually.
Damn,
which was
son.
A long while ago.
Yeah. Right. All 4 of us have readied up.
RK on 33 has also pointed out that we are so lit.
And he's not just talking about the lighting setup in this room.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
talking about this entire stream. This stream is lit. Kimsivity is glad to see some more Warhammer. We may have some thrones coming up very soon as well.
Yep.
Should be interesting for the first live stream.
Don't want to get anyone's hopes up too much, but it seems likely to occur soon.
It's pretty likely that we're about to do some thrones live streaming. Funnily enough, and look at this gorgeous sunset over the Moonlight Ridge.
Listen to the music.
Here is our army loaded in. That was quick.
Wow,
Oh,
we got
wow.
some fast computers on the team today.
Finally got some fast computers.
The sloth
right.
computers, not sloth-like.
So, we need to have a look at who we're ranking up with. So we got Beastmen over the ridge, and to our right we had the Bretonians, who I think are a much juicier target for us. So let's make a little front line to go for them.
Okay, and that is kind of my my stance as well. I say it, but I don't really know what it means.
Oh, you're a bit of an old man when it comes to that, right?
Well, I like to get down with the kids, but I'm an old soul at heart.
You like to get down with the kids? I wouldn't admit
Don't
that
say
on
it
stream.
like that.
So much disappointment in your voice.
Yeah,
Which is
I thought you
it's
had
what
my
I strive for.
my back, man.
I've never got your back. Come on.
Always ready to betray each other if it sees.
Exactly. This is free for all, man. You can't have alliances and free for all. Right. I'm ready to roll, man. I am ready to roll. So ready. Are you ready? That's the question.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Ready as you'll ever be. Damn. So, let me just talk you through my build one more time.
Go on.
Right. We've got somebody here. That's his name. Don't wear it out. He is going to be smashing through front lines
Look
with.
at that chin. Can we just get a quick zoom in on that chin?
Quick zoom in on the chin.
Get the bars. Can you get the bars?
Okay. Fantastic.
That's some cinematic chin.
Right, so yeah, we've got lots and lots of Gribbly monsters that we're going to be using. We've got massive money on Slack, we've got 2 Bastillodons and a Stegodon, all going to be crashing into the front lines. For anti-large, we've got a front line of 3 units of Temple Guards ranked up to 3 Chevrons. Behind them, we've also have some anti-large with the Cold One Spear Riders, who are going to be a bit more mobile, able to chase down faster targets. And then our Skink Priest is going to be dropping a bit of Chain Lightning all over the battlefield. 14 magic, though, quite a lot of cost that we're going to be spending there.
It's going to be an interesting setup for you. I think it's usually quite a bad strategy, but it might be a good strategy to have sort of teams, smaller groups of your army to go off and then come back to get revived. What do you think?
Oh, you think have a base camp that we return to?
Well, it's
potentially
never, best laid plans. It's never going to go that way.
And every time I split my army up, terrible things happen. So I'm gonna stay nice and tight. That's the goal.
What's up, PS359? Wheels is undead because
I'm
actually
very, very ill.
He's been okay. But I'm there comes there's the sniffle.
It's whenever. Do you ever do that where you're like
you feel that you've got something to prove, even though you know you are ill.
Yeah,
and you don't have anything to prove.
No, even if you don't have something to prove, someone's like, "Oh, are you feeling ill?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a bit of a cough,"
and then
you always cough.
Yeah.
You can't help it, even though you feel really stupid.
I get it. It makes you feel stupid as well because, well, no, it doesn't because it feels genuine. It feels like a genuine cough, but you know that like you haven't coughed in 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden you're doing a cough. The human brain.
Going in for an early Chain Lightning. Oh, it's not gone quite where I want it to. Oh, that's poor. That's poor.
Wheels' human brain not quite clicking into gear there.
Look at that. Literally just avoided the damsel of life. All right, here we go. Now, I am coming up against some anti-infantry foot squires here, and they are ranked up pretty heavily, so I'm going to need to use my big monsters. Get away from those spearmen at arms. Make sure that my big monsters are crashing into those horrible, horrible targets we're going up against. Those Grail Knights should be an alright target for my spear ones. Obviously, these guys are anti-large, which means that, you know, that's kind of what they're made for, crashing into those cavalry lines. But we'll just see what happens. Unfortunately, I left my Skink Priest doing nothing, and Alberic, in he comes.
That's why I never take those. It always goes wrong.
It's because I always just forget they exist. That's the issue. We're going to drop a banishment right here in the center. Now, I think this is a stationary vortex as far as I'm concerned. far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm aware.
Nope.
That's what I meant. No, not quite.
Just going to come straight.
Unfortunately, that's going to go straight into my unit, which is good times.
But you are still in second place here.
Yeah, that Foot Squire unit has been demolished. We do have some men-at-arms there that I need to avoid, so we're just going to shove this goes in here. I've just been, unfortunately, completely flanked on this side, which isn't great either. But we do have our Rev Crystal, which we can just pop on one of those just to keep them sitting there a little bit longer.
6 more uses on that, and such a low cooldown. You'll be ready to go again real soon.
Exactly. So we've smashed through this front line. I want my slightly larger units to go after these Grail Knights now, because I just want to get away from those Spearmen at Arms and let the Temple Guard clear them up. Essentially, Bretonia is reduced.
You're being flanked heavily by the Beastmen, and you do not want to be in the trees here. You're going to have to come up with some sort of exit strategy.
Okay, so what we got coming up against us? We've got some Minotaurs and then kind of flak units. I reckon
if you take out those Minotaurs, you might be able to come out with it in some kind.
What we want to do is get those units to start focusing down their Grail Knights so that the Bretonians aren't an issue anymore. So
you've also got your wizard flyer back in the.
My wizard flyer.
I can't remember the name. Skink Priest.
Skink Priest is back in, and there's a big juicy target for him if he can reach it. So I've sent my Temple Guard up against those Bastillodon, Bastillodons? What am I on about? Up against those Minotaurs, sorry, because they're going to be a lovely target for me. Now in comes some more Bretonian cavalry coming up against my large units, but once again, that's fine for me. That's kind of a target that I'm okay taking on. They're not anti-large, so I don't have too much to worry about. And in come the Wood Elves, who have been kind of just kiting down that Cygor over there.
Nice to see really embracing the free-for-all action here rather than just doing the one-on-one and then meeting at the end. I do prefer ones like this.
A complete cluster, and Skink Priest is in now, which means we can drop our Chain Lightning right on top of these Beastmen here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had 2 Revivification Crystals as well, so you've got dark. You need to be on that. You need to be on the micro of that a bit harder.
Yeah, one of them has been hit already. He is routing at the moment. He's running away from these guys over here, which is surrounded.
Unfortunately, but maybe that's why you took 2.
This is classic. You do your first game, your micro's never on point.
Yes, yes.
Never on point.
We do now have the middle monitor in play as well.
Yes.
Which is quite interesting. It's making me feel a little bit more at one with the action.
Well, you're more involved now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really playing. And can I just point out that you're top of the table?
Top of the league.
500 points.
The boys.
If you get that revivification popping off, you stand a good chance to be last man standing, which is going to give you a hell of a lot of points.
Now, we've just rallied the Bastillodon with the Rev Crystal. I'm going to drop it on my Skink Priest just to keep him alive, because once again, he's been kited out by this Spellslinger over here. We don't like Spellslingers, do we? We do not like Spellslingers. We're going to drop Cold-Blooded on himself as well. Now, Mazda Mundi is getting quite a large charge right into the back of him, which is not tasty at all. In fact, it tastes like poop. I'm just going to say that right now. Going to drop Cold-Blooded on him to a little bit of healing. We'll just wait for 15 seconds more to get that Rev Crystal, but we are really struggling when it comes to morale. Getting mass routed. Problem is, we've just been right in the center of a giant cluster. Yeah. Which is not where you want to be.
You did end up in the sandwich, and you've ended up with quite a lot of points, but now it's just tipping. It's sliding out of control.
I think Master Mundi's completely routed. This is outrageous.
Wow, is he not even on your UI anymore? Just dropped off there.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even. His game can. This is why I like to play in slow-mo. Because while we were probably talking about some irrelevant stuff, your Lord is getting focused out. Stasival says, don't give up.
Don't give up. My Bastillodon has rallied. My 9 Temple Guard have also rallied.
You know what might be quite fun? You know how streamers have the, if you donate, you can get text-to-speech.
That's a terrible, terrible idea.
I just want to hear Stasival. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
In the robot voice. I want there to be a robot ear in your voice, backing you up at all times. Never give up. Never surrender.
Never surrender. Where you at, Temple Guard? There we go. All right, okay. Right, we need to really pick and choose our targets here, because I've been whittled down so much.
So who have you got alive? 1 unit of Temple Guard.
I've got 2 monsters and Bastillodon with a Rev Crystal.
It's not looking good.
It's not great, no, but we're doing what we can, you know. We'll do what we can.
Probably should have just taken the lasers, because at least with the
I'm not that big into the lasers, you know. Like they're okay, but they're pretty inaccurate and not inaccurate, but you know they're
can
so
be hard to get shots
yeah,
off.
they're so focused that it's difficult to actually use them.
But they're pretty fantastic in melee, aren't they?
Yeah, of course, they are still big monsters. Like, don't get me wrong.
I suppose Revivification is a similar story anyway.
Bam, get wrecked. Straight into the back of these Minotaurs. Let's hope that it goes well for us.
Haven't seen much of the Wood Elves yet.
They're right on top of me, unfortunately. Come on, get involved, get involved. There we go. Going straight for the Glade Lord there. Obviously, they are anti-large, but they're going to get wrecked.
Revivificate, mate.
Nope, still got 42 seconds on that bad boy. We're doing what we can, lads. We're doing what we can. As was said, don't give up. That's what we need to do.
We're not giving
Give up.
We're not surrendering.
Got some Bretonians coming in from behind now.
Still in second place.
Questing Knights. I think we can take them on, you know.
Moonlight Ridge is a
We're
good
gonna have to. They're gonna hit us, so we have to turn and face.
turn and fight.
Blam.
Oh, I just kind of neutralized the charge there, I feel. So well played.
Oh, in come the Minotaurs. Now these guys are gonna cycle charge. Now the Temple Guard are actually doing pretty well. They've made the Clay Guard reconsider. He's run back now. If they can get over and start helping out our monsters. We're really struggling with morale. I don't know why our morale has just dropped so much. I know that we took a big hit right at the start when we got sandwiched, but everyone has just been completely terrified.
I think it was a combination of taking lots and lots of damage from terrifying units and also being flanked.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
On all sides. I think almost even the bravest soldiers would flee.
Even the bravest dinosaurs.
and dinosaurs are braver than most humans,
Oh, yeah,
I'm told.
Straight to the back of those guys. Stegodon is doing what he can, but he's getting routed now. He's completely surrounded. And I'm looking like I'm going to finish last in this one, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it does happen a lot in the first round.
First round's always a tricky one, especially when you're ill. So many excuses built up. Oh, we've got the no UI situation right now.
Should we just go into cinematic then and just?
We're just waiting for these guys to.
It's good to have the points up there, isn't it? We'll get rid of.
It's my last unit. They're just about to be completely wiped out.
So what is the story here? We've got only 300 points behind.
I just want to point out that the Wood Elves have done nothing. They've sent in like 3 units, and the rest of them just stood around.
This is what I thought they were going to do, making a play for that last man standing bonus, and hopefully just picking off the stragglers. I'm not sure if it's going to go that way this time.
I have to say, I think the Wood Elves have got this in the bag.
Oh, really?
Because this was such a complete abomination of a front line. Everyone got wiped out, which means the Beastmen are pretty much completely dead.
Yeah, I think
every single unit's on very low health.
I think what happened is the Wood Elves just had sort of ranged and mobile units and were just able to pepper the people down, get quite a few points on the board, whilst maintaining a hell of a lot of their army. Everybody else just decimated each other, and now with the final 9 minutes, they are really a force to be reckoned with, despite being last in the table.
So here's why I think they're going to win, right? Beastmen, hardly anything left.
Yeah.
Bretonia, hardly anything left. Me, completely wiped out.
Yep.
And the pointage, highest they have is Bretonia with 9,000. Wood Elves, 6.3.
I don't know.
That last man standing bonus is going to obliterate that amount of pointage, and they've still got loads of points on the board that they can just soak up. They really do need to stop sending 1 unit in at a time, though. They need to get this main force coming in.
They're so mobile, though, and they're playing to their limitations possibly here, because not everybody is a micro master who can control thousands of units at the same time.
Yeah, I can barely control 5, as you've just seen.
I appreciate that from Dis. I appreciate that Dis has still got 3,000 points or so to make up. And I like Sloth's name, and I like the fact that Sloth came in for the sandwich. So I've got my my eggs in a few baskets here. I guess I'm just rooting against Bodvar at this stage. Sorry, Bodvar, my friend. You were first in the lobby as well.
Wow.
Ooh, very
Very
slow.
Yeah, this
ascension.
is where Beastmen get kited.
Yeah, they
they've
can't
got
stay in the trees.
all of these Hawk Riders just firing into them, and then they've got this huge line of archers which is just about to open fire, as well as these guys. Their Hagbane tips doing a bit of poison damage as well. So this is really going to hurt.
It's not looking good for Sloth.
Just waiting for that volley to come in. Checking they are facing the right way. Yeah, there we go.
Off comes another volley.
All coming in straight on that Gorbel. I
Just
guess he's picked him out as the biggest threat, the Gorbel, but I think he probably wants to go after this big clump.
He's just got such a lot of mass that he could potentially get through those Dryads and start locking up the range, which would be a really big issue for the Wood Elves.
Now watch Dis's points skyrocket up here. Already almost overtaken Bretonia, and just look at the amount of force they've got. But right into the back of those War Dancers. Here come Bretonia. They need to be careful because they've got the Eternal Guard right next to them who are really going to hurt as well.
What else do Bretonia have on the board? Because they are still in first here, so you can't discount them.
It's literally just 2 units of Question Guards, I think, who are about to get wiped out.
Can they pick up? Nah, they can't. They can't. I'm sorry, Bob. I don't see it happening. I wanted to sow the narrative that you were still in with a chance because you're top of the table. That's not looking good.
Just look at this. Wood Elves are able to just chill. This is the one time I've seen it work where you just leave your entire force to the end.
Sloth has basically conceded in the chat. I love Charge of Minotaurs so much. Good game, well played anyway. Good game, Sloth.
Thank you for playing, Sloth.
Appreciate the way you play. I like it a lot.
Yeah, Kazra at the One Eye is almost on full health, but he's right in the middle there.
And let's not forget, we've still got this Minotaur smashing up elves.
Beastmen starting to rout now. A lot of them are completely broken.
Bodvar is now out. It looks like Sloth will lock up second place. Well deserved.
And that is the end of that. And it's about to be an even bigger advantage once they get that last withstanding bonus, because look how much of their army is remaining.
There it is.
A valiant defeat.
Valiant defeat, but not by you.
Bottom last.
By the other.
Yeah,
by the other contenders.
22, Enhamar 22 with a sad face.
13,000
points.
Sad for you? Who's he sad for?
I don't know. But thank you very much for playing to His Holiness, to Dis, and to Bodvar. Lovely to see you all on your first ever match with us.
By the way, me and Maddis have actually innovated a new thing here.
Okay.
Which is that we let them leave themselves, so that if we end up with not enough players, they're able to rejoin the lobby. Whereas if you kick them, I don't think they can come back in. Is that something that lines up with?
I don't think kick bans you, does it?
Seemed to work that way.
No, we definitely had it where I've kicked someone 4 times and they've definitely rejoined every single time.
Okay, well.
Commander Raven is joining us now.
Straight away.
We need to find out who we're going to be playing as next.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go for the spin this time.
You spinning?
I'll spin it. Let's find out. We are going to be playing as either side.
Oh, right, yeah.
Last time chat decided, this time I decide.
Who are you going to pick, Wheels?
No, everyone knows I'm a big fan of Skaven.
Yeah, and we did have a vote for that, one of the first votes last time for Clan Rictus.
We did have Clan Rictus voted. But, as you said, Guy, I think it's time for a win to death.
And also, I feel like we're slightly misleading the chat by having the title as Undead Wheels. He is mostly still alive.
I said it should have been Plaguecaster Wheels, but nobody liked my copy.
Mattis is just shrugging. He doesn't care.
Mattis doesn't give a single damn.
Desk fan 123, welcome. Thormodo, welcome. Thormodo was on last week, I believe. A little bit more. I really like seeing people play Beastmen because we're not good enough to play with them, but they are really, really nice to look at.
All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to learn from the best.
Yes, I want you to play the... What's the name? Mental block. Saffron.
The Saffron Army.
Saffron
the Saffron Army, which means we need some of these bad boys.
Beautiful.
We need a front line made up of these.
So those guys are ethereal, right? So they are resistant to physical damage, but...
Indeed.
But magical damage is going to hurt them extra.
75% physical resistance.
Should be pretty good against those dwarves. Direct damage not as effective in free-for-all?
Yeah, so direct damage, I don't think, anti-pointage. We might just be completely out of the loop. I'm not entirely sure.
Whether that got patched yet.
Yeah.
Need to check
I'm
on
going
that.
to grab a Vargol for a little bit wackiness. Or maybe I could go for
Satan's Mongoose is Desk Fan 123. Again, great choice of names there. Do enlighten us why you went for Desk Fan 123. Like, which kind of desk are you a fan of, and why? And also,
Oh, I thought it was a fan that you put on a desk.
yeah, but also, surely there's no other desk fans. Surely you didn't need the 1, 2, 3. Either way.
Well, maybe he owns 123 desk fans.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's why I reckon.
That's his thing. And by the way, he also says that this is his first time.
Ah,
But
first time playing.
this is basically Will's first time.
Basically always my first time. Right.
It was
How
on
do
a
I-
desk. I don't get it, but
I don't understand what's going on, but it's great.
but I respect it. And Phil, the PhD, asked if this is the stream for Total Warhammer leaks and rumors.
It is. This is the stream for leaks and rumors. This is where it happens.
You might catch the vaguest whiff of a leak or rumor here, but if you want official, true news,
Yes.
then stay.
Not fake news.
Keep it locked to Total War on Facebook, Twitter,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. Damn. Reel them off.
We should get some effects on screen, just like Facebook, Twitter.
Just rumbles.
Whip it up, Maddis.
Just
come on.
wanna give a shout out to Saffron in the chat.
What's up, Saffron?
Saffron, we're gonna try and mimic your Isabella von Kalstein build.
It's going to be a poor mimic,
It's
I believe.
definitely not the same build, but we'll try and do something similar. So Commander Raven is playing as the Dwarves, Desvan playing as the Dark Elves, and Formodo playing as the Beastmen. Beastmen 2 in a row.
Good to
But
see
we need a new map. So, chat, what would you like to see?
I
First map in chat. First map
yeah.
in chat.
Okay, let's play it that way.
Also, love the cocky. You're free to try. Saffron looks forward to watching.
Saffron, do you rock anything other than the Winds of Death, or are you saving up all your Winds of Magic? Just keep hitting it on wheels.
First one is Isha, so we're going to go for Isha.
I was going to say that. It was on screen, I suppose.
It was indeed. All right. Ready up. So, Saffron von Carstein against CA von Carstein. That's a terrible idea. So, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So the other spell I've got is Raise Undead, which is always handy.
seems like a no-brainer. But of course, we're undead, so
Saffron says sometimes I don't use winds at all. I also like that the random colour that's been assigned to Saffron in our chat is red for the Isabella von Carstein colours.
is that
Very
is
thematic.
that persistent? I don't think it is it?
I think maybe you can pick your colour, but it's random if not, or something like that. So
Sometimes we have two chats up, and people end up with different,
different colours in
and
each,
it's
yeah.
very confusing.
So here was the last free update for Total War Warhammer 2. One of 4 maps in the Steppes of Isha. This, of course, yeah, you pick red.
Nice.
So this, of course, is the summit, shimmering or shining summit. Down there is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And we, of course, are playing on the free-for-all map, which is right at the top. The blessing of Isha shining across.
So it'll be interesting to see how the dwarves play on this particular map. It is one of the most defensive free-for-all maps. You can quite hold position a lot better than in some of the other free-for-all maps where you can just get collapsed on. But of course, there are still a lot of avenues. You can't just camp in the corner.
Not as quick a load-in as last time, I have to say. The first players that we played against definitely had the best PCs of the round collectively.
Yeah. Smart
Step your
Pharaoh,
game on, guys.
Smart Pharaoh says, Saffron giving CA hints and tips. Do bear in mind that we aren't the devs, but we do produce graphics and videos. So you're not giving the devs tips. Don't get it too cocky. Drexel is wishing for a random map option. It's quite a good idea.
Definitely an interesting idea. I always seem to end up on this spot. I think it's tied to whoever is player 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we've got, on our right, we've got the Dwarves. On our left, we have the Beastmen. Now, one thing that I do tend to do in free-for-all is I always tend to rush in, which I think is one of my weaknesses. So I'm actually going to chill out a little bit this time.
I think you've got a bit of post-traumatic stress disorder from all the times you've instantly got demolished straight away by 3 players.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. It is almost every single match. is the issue.
And by the way, Saffron has pointed out that this is a map where they would opt for Curse of Years or Dance Macabre.
Well, let's see if we can shake things up for you as well as us then, by seeing if this magic choice works on this map. We'll find out. One player is ready to roll. As
I want to see what the dwarves have got straight away. Maybe you could rush in with your Hex Wraiths, and they won't be able to do much damage on you?
I don't know if we want to, because they do actually do magic attacks as well. So
what, the dwarves?
No, the Hex Wraiths themselves do magical attacks which aren't that effective against dwarves.
That's a good point.
I think, actually, in fact, the Hex Wraiths are super useful against the Beastmen, because the Beastmen have a severe lack of magical attacks, which means that they work quite well against them. So maybe I'll pop on this flank. Okay.
Of course, you've got your Vargolf and it's regenerating health, so you want to be pulling that out.
I do love this boy. The first campaign I ever did in Total Warhammer was the Vampire Counts. I thought there's some cool lads. And of course, this is the first unit you start with Manfred.
I do think the Vargolf is the Tomb Scorpion of the Vampire faction. just like quite straightforward to play with. Obviously, it can regenerate its health. It's got a lot of mass. Very fun to look at.
Now the question is, can we pull one off? Can we pull off a Wind of Death right across this bit of the line here? I reckon.
Don't give it away, mate.
Mate, we all know that they're watching the stream at all times, you know. So why not?
I felt like you could do it subtly though, with a little wink and stuff, because they'll be concentrating on playing the game, and they'll only be listening. They won't be watching. So we could be winking and nudging each other.
They've actually got a little bit of a anti-air detachment with those gyrocopters that they've taken there. Now there's not much we can do about gyrocopters, but I'm just going to try and draw them out to maybe get into some one-on-one combat, because they should be easy to take out. But no, they don't want to get involved. But one thing we could do is definitely drop some dead in front of them, because we've got the magic for it. So we drop some dead right in the middle.
I would wait until you get engaged, so you can use the flank bonus personally.
Well, we've got 7 charges of that bad boy. Bear in mind.
Very true.
They're just kiting them out.
Oh wow!
Ooh, dodging those shots.
That was over the shoulder. That one.
Now, I think it's time for us to do some sandwiching. I think we've sat around being sandwiched ourselves for too long.
Is that the Beastman getting sandwiched?
It is indeed. We're going to have to unlock this formation I've got here. Just move on up over here.
B Willie MS says, I probably pronounced that wrong. Says, guys, you knocked it out of the park with Total Warhammer 2. Loving the game. We will pass on your feedback to the devs. They do love to hear that. That gives them a little ego boost.
Those boys do the real hard work, you know.
Yeah.
We sit around playing video games. All right, this is where they've made a mistake, because those gyrocopters should be pretty easy to take down for Isabella. Now, of course, she is going to get shot up, but these are things you need to remember. Now, Minotaurs, I don't know if they're
out on their own there.
Yeah, I don't know if they're a great target for these Hex Wraiths. They're not too large. You can see they're already taking a morale hit, taking that damage from Isabella straight away.
You could probably kill that unit if it. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it would to pull out that easy.
They are quite quick, so they're a bit difficult to chase, but doing our best. We've got some shades over there.
Get to sandwiching, mate. I think that's your main priority if you want to get on the board. Just ignore the dwarves; they're so slow.
Yeah, they are incredibly slow, and we've definitely got a lead on them.
Yeah. And if you come behind in that slot in the corner there, they're not going to be able to get around to you to pull the sandwich maneuver on you.
All right, let's roll. Let's do this.
Saffron says, if I were Whedon, I would deal with the Dark Elves. That's a good point. I think this is the Dark Elf players' one of their first games, maybe? Or did I misremember that?
Really?
So that could balance that one out.
Oh, she's been chasing way too long.
Ooh.
Just pull out of that.
Just singeing off the back hairs there. Not that Isabella's got any
Will
back
this
hair.
work, though? Will this work? It probably won't.
I think he's done it.
No!
He's done it!
Oh!
Beautiful.
Oh,
Of course.
delightful.
Of course, it was on the dwarves.
It was on the dwarves, who aren't necessarily the best target, but hey. Oh, it's nice to this is what I don't do often enough. It's nice to actually
Not be
sit back a little bit and
yeah.
not be always trying to second guess and oh god, where are they going to come from?
See, taking Saffron's advice there, nice. Saffron says then Beastmen after.
Then Beastmen after the Dark Elves. Okay. Look, the amount of times that Saffron has ruined us, I think we're safe to take a little bit of advice from that expert player.
I mean, we do win at least 30% of the time.
Every now and again we win. Every now and again we don't come last.
Right now, you are sitting closer to last than first, but I think you have great positioning right now.
Yeah, bear in mind, we are
usual.
just starting out. We have got plenty of stuff to go through.
We're all neck and neck there between the Beastmen and Desk Fan. The Dark Elves. I've just realised as well, a little bit of a difficult map potentially for the Beastmen to play on. They probably do thrive a lot more with it in a foresty rather than urban environment. That's a delicious one. I've never seen Whelan get this close to the screen.
Come on.
He's inches from
the screen. They're running. Oh,
that's a swing and a miss. But it was so
close. That's fine. That did a lot of damage.
I have big hopes for that though.
That's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that result.
Filthy Phil PhD says it seems to be going so well so far, but they've also put a question mark at the end, so some doubts still cast.
Yeah, they're like, this is going well. What?
Definitely a hint of surprise in that statement.
Now we do have the dwarves coming in. They want to get involved as soon as they.
Is that Malekith on the dragon there? And don't forget
I think we could take him as well.
Don't forget your
straight
undead.
after that.
And your Winds of Magic also up in just 15 seconds if you've got enough.
Now we want to bring those Hex Wraiths out of this engagement because they've got quite a lot of Black Guard who are very, very dangerous. So we're going to bring those away. Isabella taking down Malekith.
Ah, beautiful.
Juicy bit of points for me there.
You are running quite low on Winds of Magic, actually.
Yeah, well, we spent 2 Winds of Death, you know. That's big pointage. Now,
the Goblins.
Minotaurs.
Minotaurs flying in
Yeah,
there.
Minotaurs are a difficult target for us. It's quite dark over this side of the map. I'm struggling to see.
We need to figure out something one day where we can get instant replays of big charges. Some kind of spectate deal. We'll make it happen.
Right, get out of there, lads. Get out of there. They're getting a bit stuck because of this. Oh, God, no, that's terrible. Oh, no, I'm bugging it. Where's my bug off that? Right, Zongxi's not out there.
Fullmodo's kind of running away here in terms of points.
Oh, Malekith's just about to escape. Yes!
Done it.
Smashed him up.
Woo!
Now, that's really going to hurt the morale of the Dark Elves, which is good for us. Great news for us. I'm going to send her after those. Now, we've got a bit of a cluster going on over here. That Gorball is looking very tired, losing his engagement.
I would lock up those Cygors there if you can, if you've got something.
Do you know what? I actually think the Cygors are slightly less of a big deal. I genuinely do.
They're worth a lot of points, though. Hell of a lot of points.
Of course. However, I want to go after these exposed dwarves over here.
Okay.
A big charge right down the middle, because these Ironbreakers are worth a few
Yeah,
points.
Filthy Phil PhD has pointed out dwarves have a lot of boys left.
Yeah. Look, bear in mind, right? We've not really taken many losses, and we've also got the advantage of spawning in more zombies, stuff like that. So we can make the numbers when we need to.
Yeah, appreciate that. Oh, just
caught
the scoreboard for you locked up at 6666.
Ah,
4 6s.
4 6s. That's a lot of 6s, man. Right, now those guys are exhausted, so they're taking quite a lot of damage at the moment. Need to get Isabella out of there as soon as.
Do they have Slayers?
I don't believe they do. I haven't seen any. There must be one unit, surely. There's one unit there, right next to my zombies. I've shoved those zombies right in the middle just so they can... oh, no pause there. Just so they can basically halt the advance of the dwarves whilst my...
Okay, get flank on those Cygors now. Get behind them. Maybe with the undead, potentially. Or just drag around.
Grab one of these guys over here.
Because I think that is the value of the zombies. They do almost nothing, but if you can get that
it's
flank
top it,
bonus,
right? It's exactly it. It's a top
yeah, that's the other thing. Locking up units.
Now, really starting to lose morale over here. Obviously, we're taking a lot of damage because those are some really high damage units that we're coming up against, but at the same time, the points are really worth it. The Dark Elves are all but destroyed, essentially. And that Claw of Nagash is doing wonders for us. Unfortunately, the zombies are now going to hold our charge.
I didn't even realise you had the Claw of Nagash.
Oh, Claw of Nagash
That's
has been fantastic.
What bonus does it have as a Regiment of Renown?
As a Regiment of Renown, I think it's quite a lot more health, but it also has...
It's harvesting magic for you as well.
Also damaging combatants around us, and of course it replenishes. It's giving speed debuffs as well to the enemy.
Yeah.
Really, really good unit.
What's your Vargulf up to? I don't think he's even taken any damage yet, somehow.
Well, he's regenning, remember. So
is he, though?
I believe he has done at least a bit of regen. There's no way he's at full health, surely.
Okay.
Now, at this point, I actually want to move back because I'm clumped up and I'm kind of just benefiting their range units. I'm going to go after those gyrocopters whilst they're still...
Yeah, a lot of range units on those dwarves, so they might be able to kind of kite you out there a little bit.
I actually think you're right. I'm just going to drop some zombies there just so that the... Oh, I just did that way too early, unfortunately, but that's fine.
Lock up the range at least.
Lock up the range. Right, let's move the two.
But actually control them, because I think they just stood there. They just stood there, you zombies. Not doing anything.
What zombies? Oh, these guys?
No, the ones you just raised in the dwarves.
No, it failed. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I accidentally moved her away before she...
I got you, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you
got a bit overzealous.
I thought you meant you put them into it early. Saffron says, dropping zombies on flames when charging would be better.
Okay.
Let me... on flames?
I think on the... what are they called? Iron Drakes.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Which is not a bad shout at all. I can't believe how just well this is going. It's really freaking me out.
Yeah,
we're going to pick off this secondary force over here. We're going to make sure that Isabella is just chilling. Make sure she gets some of her health back. Obviously, we've got the main force coming over now. I want to keep that Claw of Nagash nearby because it's obviously dropping those heals.
Such low morale on that skeleton spearman unit. It's almost like instantly going to be dead.
That'll be fine. Bear in mind, they don't rout, so it's all good. These are undead that we're doing with it. Cygors have actually rallied over there.
Yeah. So are the Dark Elves done? Pretty much. Because
yeah,
I think
the Dark Elves got caught between us.
I think you could easily pick off those, especially if you've got some anti-large, pick off that clump of beastmen. Sorry, Formodo, and also Formodo is in the lead here, so you don't want them being the last man standing. That's
true.
Saffron says, I think you will end up second if dwarf player is decent. Ooh. Ooh,
Fall for it again.
The Cygor coming in with some support.
Oh, he just doesn't move his army. Oh, that's done nowhere near as much as I wanted it to, but that's fine. Right, we're going to take a lot of fire damage now from those flamers.
Get your zombies in on the flames.
Let's bring those hex rates out now because they're taking a bit of damage. I think they just managed to get their slayers in there.
I didn't realise you just used up all your magic. You're completely out. So no more zombies.
Honestly, the zombies probably would have been a better shout, but look, it's
well,
right? You got to have fun.
You had just about them enough points.
Yeah.
So. We're now being hosted by the Mad Dog _Maddis.
Thanks, Mad Dog Maddis.
Always supporting us in all our endeavours.
Bless him. Did you create a new account so that you could be Mad Dog Maddis? Bless him. What a lad.
Gotta be done.
Gotta be done. He is a mad dog.
To be fair, I think my Twitch names... Well, I've got some embarrassing usernames out there, which I would like to...
You have some wacky usernames. You've got about 7 different aliases that you go by.
Yeah, I'm not going to say them, but...
Tell you what, if I win this, will you tell us what your wacky usernames are?
I'll give you one for every win you do.
For every win we do? I know one of them. At least. God, these guys are just not going down. Lords aren't great at taking out taking out those assault units because they just take quite a lot of time to get done.
The
I'm going to send my Vargolf right in the back.
I just love it. No, come on.
No, sorry, we'll give him a bit of time. Give him a bit of time. He'll be there. He'll be there. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Blam!
Whoa. It's something so supernatural about the way you just...
Supernatural.
You can feel the extra power, the undead power.
Right, I want to bring Isabella over here into those quarrelers.
It's like anime.
It's like anime. I don't think I've used these Hex Wraith as effectively as I could have done had I been a better player. Which, of course, I'm not.
Of course, you are just about to overtake Thormodo on points, and you are top now.
Okay.
So
okay,
if you can... What's the... Okay, I suppose the Dwarves do have the capability of catching up.
They've taken quite a lot of damage from that that one volley there really did him in.
Those Cygors still picking up points, and those Iron Drakes are also just...
Yeah, I kind of want to go after them because they are actually doing quite a good job against me.
Completely forgot as well, they're obviously more effective against regeneration.
Yes, flaming units. It's bad times for me.
Oh, just getting burned down. So frustrating as well because they're on such low health. If you just managed to finish those guys off, you could have really...
Slammed into him there.
Yeah.
Flora and Gash is taking quite a lot of damage.
They're locked up now.
Coming up against the Slayers, that was really going to hurt.
Oh, see, you can see the regeneration cap on your Vargolf now, so he will actually be able to get back to almost full health if he can survive this encounter.
I don't think he'll be able to pull out, unfortunately. I think he might die before he gets away. Especially with those flamers coming in. He's gone. He is gone.
Vac Mid Valley, I will try and update you with what GPU and CPU we're using. Isn't it a
1080 or a 1070?
1080 or 1070. I'm not
Probably
sure,
a 1080.
Not sure about the CPU, but I'd guess it's some kind of i7.
Yeah, something decent. Something tasty. Oh, the Beastmen just coming right in the back now, and I think they might just jump over me. Yeah,
this definitely feels like a winnable one for you, but I think it might slip out your hands.
Well, I've run out of units now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to win this one. I
have to say, actually, I think my biggest mistake was doing that last win of death. That last win of death was a mistake.
All along you were saying, oh, I shouldn't have been so brash. I shouldn't be running into big groups.
Yeah, and then I did it again,
and then you just ran into the Dwarves.
I did it again.
Could have gone for, after Thormodo, you would have completely outpowered him because you had pretty much a full army, and he was quite decimated from his earlier fights. And that has allowed the Cygor to just pick up so many points. We should definitely check the scores on the doors for the Cygors.
Oh, look at that. Some top quality content.
Oh.
Smashing in the back.
So easy to just stomp those guys down.
No, so we've been capped out at 13,000, so I kind of need the Beastmen to die very, very soon if I want to come second.
Saffron's pointed out that running into Dwarves was fine, it was just the execution that was lacking. That's kind of my point, Saffron, because I feel that the easier to execute maneuver was to go after those Beastmen, surround them. Yeah, because we're aware of our limitations.
Yeah, we are. I'm definitely not going to come last. I'm very worried that I am going to come third, though.
Let's get a close-up on the Beastman Legendary Lord there, if he doesn't...
I think that's just a Gorble, actually, yeah. Where is the Legendary?
Because...
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we've gone for... I forget his name now. Gone for Morga. Morga the Shadowgrave.
It's actually the Gorble that you want to watch, though, because...
Gorble's going to do...
Flag.
Whoa! There we go, don't worry, he knew.
Oh, another back-to-back.
And that is going to be... Surely...
I love it when you just have two people remaining and they're fighting back-to-back against a horde. An unwinnable fight, seemingly. But
I just need them to die. Just need them to die to come second. Tornado's just not getting the points at the moment because he's getting swarmed. He's running away as well, I think. Gorble's out, he's broken. Cygor is a bit of a risk. No, don't attack him, don't attack him. He makes do it, he makes do it.
There's a bit of a miss there. But obviously just the one eyeball, so...
Oh, that's it, that's it. Oh, this is... No! He's got... If he gets 3 points... Oh!
What did I say about taking out the Cygor?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so close to that second place.
The cinematic view with the buzz is just Alt
K.
Alt K, guys.
Alt K. That's cinematic view.
Things you never knew about.
Mate, you learn something every week on this stream.
even if it's just the varying degrees of our ineptitude.
Yeah. This guy's ruined me. Morga, how dare you? So that looks like a win for the dwarves. It's been the week of people sitting back, isn't it? It's been the week of people sitting back.
It's a good battle though. Sometimes it just ends up with a bit of a clump in the middle. There's quite a few different elements to this one.
GG boys. Thanks, Commander Raver. Raven?
Raver.
Raver? Commander Raver.
We are the commandos of raving. Saffron's off. Thanks for dropping by and trying to teach us your way of playing, Saffron.
Saffron, you brought us up a whole ranking. Thanks very much.
From last to third.
Yeah, from last to third. You did a good job. That was fun though. I enjoyed playing that build. It was a good fun build. I can see why you play it quite a lot, even though it wasn't quite the exact same thing. But thank you very much for joining us, Saffron. We'll see you soon. So, as you can imagine, I came in third place with the Beastman second and Commander Raven with his dwarves coming in at first.
Let's check those. Check the scores. 320 plus kills apiece on the Cygors.
Yeah. Should have taken them out. Should have taken them out.
Filthy. It's just no one targeted them.
Yeah.
So they were just able to constantly throw rocks, and then even when they got engaged in melee, they're pretty good at that too.
You do get a bonus for being the last man standing at the end. Filthy Phil PhD, because of course it's linked to the percentage of your army remaining as well. So you might not necessarily be winning at the time when the match ends, but if you've got a big old percentage of your army left, you get a nice big juicy bonus for being the last man standing, and you could just win that, get that win right at the end. So we're waiting for 3 new players now. Let us know in the chat what map you want to see. We're going to find out what faction we're going to be playing at. We've already got Squiggy joining us.
Straight up.
And Noxus God.
I'm enjoying how keen you are today, guys. Right, are you ready to spin this, Mark?
Let's do this. See who we're getting.
Right. I was going to try to build some drama, but I didn't want to.
See, we're playing as Chaos.
Ooh,
Okay, we haven't played as those guys in a while.
Yeah, that used to be a bit of a staple for you as well, didn't it?
Yeah, I used to really like playing as Chaos because I like small armies because I'm terrible at the game. So I need I need as little work as possible. So what we're going to do is
maybe one day we should try adjusting the funds. By the way, maybe if we get a group of people who load really fast,
do it ultra.
We could try larger funds because obviously that is one of the trade-offs. You could end up with a very slow game.
We are playing against someone with no name, as well as Noxus God and Squiggy.
I don't think that bodes well for anything.
No.
hard to say their name because it is non-existent. Maybe a hacker.
We're playing against, as well as Squiggy and Noxus God. Right. Okay.
Noxus God was in the last one.
Was he?
I believe.
No, not the last one.
Was he in one? No, just ignore me. Just ignore me. I don't even care.
idan145 on Twitch was Commander Raven. Thank you very much for playing with us, Raven. Well done on the win. You should have a Plague Bearer achievement now if you didn't get it the first time. But I'm going to grab a Chaos Sorcerer. I'm going to Shaman on Manticore.
Are you going for your old favourite build then?
Yeah, I love. I can go for a Burning Head as well because that's quite a good win spell now, and it's actually pretty cheap at 10. Flamestorm is also pretty good.
By the way, Commander Raver is mentioning that he thinks you should have used the cannons.
Use the cannons. I don't rate cannons in free-for-all. I don't rate them.
What do you think? I think you should go for it.
We've got an interesting question from Tofu Nyan, who says, if you had to choose, which god would you follow in Warhammer and why? It doesn't have to be deep. It could just be that you think he's the coolest. Now, I'm inclined to say the Great Horned Rat because he is the prophet of us all, and anyone who does not bow down to his filth and ruin should be put to the sword. However, as a secondary choice, I will go with Ranald because I'm just riding on my luck throughout all of my life.
Okay, nice. Good selections. I mean, I don't know all the gods potentially as well as I should do, but I genuinely think one of the ones I would select is, of course, the god of fertility, because I'm a lover.
That's the weirdest thing you've ever said.
I am a lover, and Isha is the god of fertility.
Good. Oh, it creeped me out. Right.
or
what's he going for?
I was the god of, is it the god of pleasure?
Slanesh?
Slanesh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be another good one. Just all the weird ones.
All the weird ones,
All
please.
the ones that are less to do with killing.
Yeah,
But sort of Slanesh likes a good kill. Also, a lot of loving involved.
of course.
Yeah, get that cannon in there.
You've got it, right? You've got it. This is my build. What do you think?
I think you should take Sigvald.
Do you know what? I'm actually gonna. I usually take Sigvald because he's good for one-on-ones. But I don't rate him as much in free for all. I don't think. No, we need some flag.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Maybe some Chaos Knights.
So we've got Noxus God readied up on the Empire side. Everybody is readied up now, by the way.
This is the thing with Chaos. They're so expensive. That's what makes them difficult to play.
We've got 3 chariots.
I have got 3
That's
chariots.
quite bold.
Ooh, don't be so bait, man.
That was kind of bait.
Oh, okay. God. Alright, sure. Done. Did we choose a map?
I don't think... Ooh. I'm not seeing any votes for a map.
We're just going to scroll and see what we land on. Grove of Slaughter. Sure. One of the original trio. Oh, no, Gilgallen's Rest. Somebody say Gilgallen's Rest. Go for that. Let's do it. Oh, I hate this map. Oh,
I
well,
think Grove of
that's
Slaughter
fine.
is the first free-for-all map I ever played on Warhammer 2.
Did I?
Played it
No, no, I played when it was literally just Lost Temple was the only map available. When Oscar was just testing it out.
Is that before we played together for the first time?
Yeah, it was.
Beautiful. Do we need to ask Madness for a top up on our H2O?
Well, he sat there with his feet up. I think it's about
He's
time he did
literally
some
got
work,
his
right? I'd love some more water.
Could I have? I don't have a glass, unfortunately. Cheers, Mads. The hand of God, we call it.
Nice. Right, here we are in Gilgallen's Rest. Long may he live in our hearts and our souls. Just poking out. And yeah, it's a big old hill, basically. That's the map. You're on a big old hill. There is no flat terrain apart from like the rim of the lake.
So which rim are you going to occupy?
I'm always occupying one rim or another, so I'm going to go for... Do you remember, actually, the Green Knight chasing Ninja Hunt around this rim?
Yeah, actually, I
It's
do
a
have
fond memory.
I do have some fond memories on this map. Was that? Are we talking about? Yeah. The clonk.
Yes.
Was it the clonk?
The
cam?
clonk. Clonk cam.
It's good.
Activate the clonk cam! Estrick says, hey guys, I'm surprised you don't have more viewers. 4 p.m. here. I think a lot of our crowd are waiting for some news.
Yes.
That'd be why.
We are obviously in a...
Of course, we're going to be doing some Throne soon as well, which will be fun.
Yeah.
For some new content. But of course, we're in a bit of a lull as we wait for new stuff to come out, you know.
But I think it's the calm before the storm.
It is. Here it is, my glorious Chaos Army. No front line. Just dragon ogres.
Filthy Phil,
Your boy
PhD.
Kolek.
We will be doing some videos for the upcoming content. Let's plays and such maybe on the cards. You'll have to see that when it comes out.
That is laggy.
Oh Lord. Who's the lagger?
Who's got the rubbish PC? Do you know when you try and stop yourself swearing and you have to go through about 10 different words?
Yes.
Wait, can I say that one? Can I say that one?
Yeah. I just had that with responding to Filthy Phil HD's PhD's comment as well, because I was like, just suddenly running through things that couldn't be said without off the cuff.
Right. Okay. So we've got 3 squads. Okay. Ooh. 3 squads here.
Thank you, Samadis. Did you wash that mug up? Wow,
Yes, mate.
efficient. Very considerate of the cleaners is the Mad Dog.
I didn't even hear any of that.
Nah, Madis, you should have just said it's because you're considerate for the cleaners.
Right.
This one goes out to Madis.
This one goes out to Mattis. Okay. Here's my strategy. All right. We've got mobile ground squad. Yeah. Chariots. 2 exalted heroes on Chaos Steeds. We've got a Chaos Fire Sorcerer who's going to be dropping fireballs on important characters, as well as a Flame Storm on big clumps.
Oh, yeah, I'm just having flashbacks to when I just got
Clonked.
completely clonked out by the ranged fireballs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do anything about it. Didn't have any mobile units.
We're then going to have Big Boy Kolek with his squad of spiky ball men, followed up by a Hell Cannon, which I probably shouldn't have taken because we're on a massive hill. Ready to roll.
Commander Raver, Dwarven player, aka IDAM145. No sneezing, please, Wheels. Do not infect me with your undead plague. Says, you took hill when you take cannons and chariot. Cannons, I don't know how will work, and chariots only if you get up first or behind very fast.
Oh my god, this entire army is the kind of army I should be facing.
Get your chariots up on the hill so they can charge down them.
No. Alright, I want to get as far away from the Wood Elves as physically possible.
You're going to get kited out.
Do not want to face Wood Elves.
Kimsey Bimsey's back in the chat, by the way, after finishing his game.
Nice, nice.
And he says, bless your wheels.
Bosh.
Denando, I remember you.
Denando!
Says, how long are you streaming for? If I got time, I'll join you. Don't know if you remember me. I do. I remember you. How could I forget that name? We'll be streaming until 5 o'clock. So
5 to the o'clock.
Try and clamber in about 22 minutes.
Quick update for you guys. I've already had to sacrifice my Hell Cannon.
Oh, wow.
I've missed a fireball. Because basically I'm not equipped to face the Wood Elves in any way, shape, or form.
I think what happened, as pointed out previously, is that we took the wrong map for cannons.
Yeah,
because
100%. I'm just going to have to take the cash loss.
You needed to get to that high ground, and then you just ended up leaving it behind.
This is going to be interesting, to say the least. I want to ready up a double fireball on Volkmar. I just want to make sure he doesn't go into the woods. If he goes into the woods, that fireball's pointless. Steam Tank getting ruined by my collection of Dragon Ogres, which is good news.
Okay.
Getting absolutely annihilated, as are these mortars, which I've just taken out. And then I'm going to be going right into the back of those guys there. I need to avoid those Wood Elves because I just don't have anything that's really going to work against them.
So what was it? Was it flying range that I just saw? Am I imagining that?
What you're about,
your chariots should be pretty good against getting in on the ranged units as long as it's ground ranged units.
Yeah, so they have a dragon as well as quite a lot of Wildwood Rangers who are quite nasty, as well as these Wild Riders with shields who are pretty good against Cav. So I want to avoid most of those. That Steam Tank just got ruined. That's almost completely gone. I'm just going to go straight after those Knights of the Blazing Sun just for a few easy points.
Look at those chariots.
Bringing the Chaos Glory with them.
Looking pretty slick coming down the hill there.
Let's keep moving. Got to stay mobile with this force. Got to stay mobile.
Sorry, go on.
No, carry on.
Kimsey Bimsey says, could you guys make a map that favors war machines in general? So it's kind of going to be a battle between bigger arty armies.
We could do.
We will try and pass on your feedback.
Look, I mean, the map tools are out there, Kimsey.
Oh.
You could even make it yourself. Could even make it yourself.
How did I forget?
And of course, I've actually made a map for Warhammer 1. I don't know if you know that. The Chivalry Hills.
So you know it's idiot-proof. It's not too complicated.
Yeah, if I can do it, anyone can. Now, this is where I want to drop one of these bad boys. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, of course it goes the wrong way.
I don't think I've ever seen a Vortex go the right way.
I don't think I've ever seen a Vortex go the right way. Okay, my Sorcerer's in a bit of a tricky situation here, but that's fine.
You're playing this one well right now. You're in first position.
Yeah, I'm going to go right into the back, right into this nice juicy clump of ranged.
See if you can't get a little bit of hill advantage there, loop round, rather than just coming from the downhill, because I think that will impact your charge quite a lot.
I just need to keep
Are you
kiting
winning
my
that
sorcerer as
engagement
well.
with the
No,
dragon?
not at all. Not at all. I need to make sure that I stay away from these Phoenix Guards, who are going to be very, very hard to
Old No Name
deal
is
with.
in second place, by the way, so
He is indeed.
worth
He is
targeting by all
indeed.
means.
I'm going to move those Dragon Ogres out now because we've got some
And as MF is,
inbound Phoenix Guards.
pointing out the opportunity for a good Vortex, I believe.
That is a nice target, but
25
I've got
seconds.
26 seconds to go. Keep moving them away, keep moving them away. Keep flying out. That's it. Now let's go after those archers, because that's a nice easy target for now. Oh my god, I forgot about these guys.
And
Right.
I will promise you guys right now that whenever we're playing CA versus the world free-for-all and you make a good map, we will definitely play it. I think
Oh,
we
we'd
promise
love
that.
to. We'd absolutely love to.
It would be sweet. We'd be so excited to do that. So it would be worthwhile.
Free-for-all maps are quite tricky to do. There is a tutorial, I believe, somewhere that one of our community members have done for us, which is very nice of them. So check that out if you want to get involved with that. Oh, I think I need to go after that dragon now. Unfortunately, those phoenixes I'm really worried about. So I need to at least get some of those guys running out now. I don't want to sacrifice everyone just to try and take down the dragon. Let's go after these Swordmasters of Hoeth, which should be nice and easy to take out. Vortex did a little bit of damage, but once again, you know, you can never trust it to go in the right direction. Let's try and shoot a fireball into that moon dragon.
But
See
you
if that
are
comes off for us.
creeping away at the top of the table. You
Bam! A lot of damage there. A lot of damage. That was nice.
still have quite a lot of units around. You might just want to protect a few of those really bulky assets that are going to help you stick through the latter stages of the game.
You know what? There's 3 units here of Way Watchers that I think I might even just be able to grab these chariots into. I'm slightly worried about the lag we're receiving right now because it has frozen the entire game.
The good thing about the lag is it does give you a
Gives you a little
chance.
time to just, you know, chill.
It's like RNG slow-mo.
RNG slow-mo. I think maybe one of the players is about to drop. That's what it feels like anyway.
Squiggy is looking quite low on the points front. Maybe they're having some issues with their computer.
Perhaps. Need to drag these guys out. Really getting stuck there with those Phoenix Guard. Phoenix Guard are bad news. Oh, we're really slow right now.
It's like, you're probably wondering how I got here.
Now, at this point, I think the biggest clump I can shove this into is... oh, that's actually a 5-1, never mind. Yeah, okay, keep moving, guys. Keep moving. Get out of there, Go after those. Now, these Swordmasters have really stood up, considering they're coming up against something that is, like, designed to destroy them. They've done really well. We're going to go after those Wild Rangers, because that's the next easiest target for us, kind of. Oh, God. This chariot's taking so much fire.
This is tense.
This is really tense.
Nameless High Elf, Team High Elf has taken the lead by quite a good margin. Not sure where they picked up those points.
In comes Fireball on Volkmar. Oh, just misses. I don't know how he missed that. Usually Fireballs are pretty accurate if they're on a ground target.
So unlucky.
So unlucky. God, so much RNG in this game. We're taking out those Wild Rangers relatively easily now. Do have Orion there, who is also losing his engagement, so don't need to worry about that too much. I'm going to get my Sorcerer to come right into the back to see if we can take out some of these Way Watchers over here, because that would be a nice target for them to pick out.
Commander Raver has confirmed in the game with the Dwarfs that they got the achievement.
Nice. We always love giving people achievements. That's why we pretend to be so bad at the game. Chaos is his only master, apart from me, of course.
You're looking a little low on troops now, which is worrying. Considering
well, bear in mind though, the 4 that we have remaining are characters, so you know they're big news. They're not going to go down without a fight, at least.
Yeah.
Those are high threat, apparently. Jeez. Yeah. As we start whittling down all of the anti-infantry troops that I want to be targeting, eventually I'm going to run out of things to target, which makes it a bit difficult. I've got my Exalted Hero here ramming into the back of these Way Watchers who tried to get away. I've also got my Chaos Sorcerer, who's looking a little bit low, so maybe we want to start getting him out of there. I wonder if I can pop off a Fireball. Might be a bit too close, but we'll see. We'll see. Can I just ram a Fireball right into these guys? In close range, point-blank Fireball. The slow-mo is making... Oh, okay.
Got the money shot.
Money shot happens. Going to bring in Kolek to give him a little bit of backup now. Give him a little room to get back in the air. So he's still got magic, you know, he's still got magic. Those guys are winning decisively against a hero, come on. I swear to God there's like an actual bit of code in this game that makes engagements that should go in my favour not go in my favour.
Salty.
No, not at all. I've never been salty in my life. There is actually so much lag going on. Someone needs to upgrade their PC or their internet.
It's not point fingers.
I said someone. I didn't say anyone specific. Cool. So let's get some nice city shots. Look at this guy. It's a pretty cool one.
It's like a diorama.
Can't do it. Okay. Oh no, our little thing doesn't work anymore.
I think
Someone. I think
has
someone's dropped.
Has it got? Yeah, we've reached that stage where someone's given up.
I think somebody's
with
dropped
their
and that's
connection.
frozen it. Well, Guy, let's use this as an opportunity to have a little chat.
What should we talk about, Wills?
So we were asked a very good question by a chat member. By the way, if anyone in the chat's got any interesting questions like that, please do ask. We love answering stuff like that. But I'd like to ask you a question.
Yes. Yes.
If you were a unit from Warhammer, what would you be?
Ooh. I need to think about this because there's a lot of options. There we go.
There we go.
Nameless.
Nameless is dropped. I don't want to sound biased, but I did kind of assume it was the one who couldn't even type a name in. Dropped from the thing.
What type? I don't know. I'm having a bit of information overload here.
Information overload.
As I try and think of which unit.
Now, we have actually routed quite a lot here, which is bad news, but I think it might actually help us a little bit.
Thermodo's pointed out that it could well have been a Korean or Chinese sort of
we're a character that that we don't support.
Yeah.
By which, of course, I don't mean that we do not support Chinese. what I mean is because we're in English language, Steam might not have
that would maybe explain the lag as well, just the distance.
Yeah, possibly. So I've sent one of my champions to go after these two heroes over here. One of them is Volkmar, who isn't great in melee, but he's doing all right. He's doing all right. He almost got dropped, Volkmar. Almost got dropped.
He's running now, though.
Where is this chariot? What? Ooh. Where did he come from? So yeah, I got confused as to why so many of the high elves just completely routed, but then I realised that they dropped from the game. So that's probably why.
That has, of course, put you at the top of the table again.
It has put me at the top of the table. I think Squiggy is definitely in the best position right now because I have not got anyone who isn't on low health.
We've we've heard some suggestions that we've used our CA god powers to kick the person that was beating you.
I wish we had that power. That would make my life so much better.
I think we'd use it a lot more often.
Yeah, I would. Oh my god, where have these guys come from? Oh no. Oh, they're locked in now.
And
I didn't even know they were around.
That's what she wrote.
Yeah. I think that's victory for the Wood Elves. Wood Elves, OP. They do tend to win. They are suited for free-for-all. Does anyone remember Turin getting the big Halloween win on our Halloween stream?
I was
the Wood Elves?
abroad.
You were abroad.
I was
Lucky
abroad.
for some.
Yes. Because the UK is not the best country when it comes to, say, weather.
Weather, yeah. Not our strong suit. Good weather. I reckon we've bagged ourselves second place, which means, of course, that if we follow the, chain of events, we should be first next game, right? But Chaos did really well for us, came in second place.
Yeah, it was a solid showing. Maybe if you hadn't taken that cannon, it would have been enough.
That could genuinely that could have been another unit of Dragon.
Who got the points for that as well?
That went to the Wood Elves, who inevitably won. There you go.
Small margins.
And I just wanted to say, I only took a cannon because chat wanted me to. So
yeah. Well, I think it would have paid off if it was a different map.
Perhaps.
Should have thought about that one.
The Empire had a terrible time. 86 kills in total.
Bad luck, Noxus. God.
Bad luck, Noxus. Oh, God. Ouch.
How's your plague coming along?
My throat is really, really sore. We're going to kick out Noxus and Squiggy. Thank you for playing. And then we are waiting for some 3 more players to come and join us.
I can't remember who was going to dive in. Oh, it was Denando, wasn't it? Denando, now's your time if you're listening.
Now is your opportunity. PS 359 says, yes, the bloodstream. It was the bloodstream where we had vials of fake blood. We spilled out everywhere.
Still got lots and lots of that.
we
may
bought
have
about 9 litres and we used about 2.
I mean, it was very cheap, but that's your deal. That's where all the money's going.
Wait. Yeah, the whole Warhammer 2 production budget went on fake blood. No. Yeah, we definitely are going to use that at some point in the future. I mean, we do total war. I'm sure blood will come up at some point. Right. So, thank you very much, of course, to our contestants in that last round. Very fun. Chaos did well for us, so now we need to find one more faction that's going to get us that first place. No pressure here, Wheel, but we need... Did I spin last time, or did you?
Doesn't matter. I just assumed I was going to do the spinning.
All right, go ahead. Let's give it a little shake to add more RNG elements. Okay, go.
Here it comes.
Playing as god,
greenskins.
I don't know how to play greenskins. We're
I'm
playing as the greenskins.
going to give you a few tips.
Now, actually, we played against the greenskins once, and I really liked someone's build where they took quite a lot of. They took like 2 Arachnaroks, didn't they? That actually worked out really well for them.
Did they take the queen?
Yeah, I think they did. We've got our 3 new contestants: Tiny Tofu, Muse Lee, and Floris24. And we're going to see 2 Tomb Kings players and 1 Dark Elf, as it stands.
This is nice. We've also got to pick a map. Let's not forget that. And what's going to suit this? Double Tomb Kings. That's the main factor.
Yeah. Anti-large option's not the strong suit of greenskins. We probably want to focus down the Skaven.
Try and get their points that way.
I really like Squigs.
Maybe a bit of Terror, then, if you wanted the Arachnaroks, for instance, and it's good against the Skaven.
Squigs just to start us off.
Nice.
For a Lord, we want someone in the air, so we're going to grab Azag on Skullmuncher. Oh. We'll keep Wog. No.
Squiggy wants all Skaven one game. I would like to see that, actually.
We did that once, didn't we?
Oh, did you?
I think it was one of our pre-Warhammer 2 streams with the new content.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That was very fun. Lots of Doom Wheels.
Doom Wheel on Doom Wheel isn't great, though.
Doom Wheel on Doom Wheel action is fantastic. Doom Wheels are the only unit you need. Right, we're going to grab a Purple Sun on Azag.
Kyber Punk says, hurt me to buy all the DLC, you know. I know you're paying Kyber. Keep an eye out for sales. They do pop up.
Got some Black Orcs for a little bit of anti-infantry. We have to grab a Goblin Shaman, right? Because basically you have to. That's what I've heard. No, not Shaman. Sorry. Wait, what? Big Boss?
Is that... What's the purpose here? What are you thinking?
Oh, I wanted Itchy Nuisance, but I didn't realise that Shamans don't have mounts. I thought they did. Unless that's been changed. Ugh. Oh my god.
Do you need to have a little drain of all your mucus there.
I do.
At
By
some
the sounds
point.
of it.
Probably would be worth it.
Where's my foot? I also want a foot. Gork will fix it. Itchy nuisance. We do want itchy nuisance. Yeah, he's cheap as hell, and he basically just drops debuffs.
Yeah.
But then we, I think,
Just got to protect him because
Shaman.
it's frustrating to have that as part of your strategy and then completely not be able to spend any of your winter magic. Might be worth getting 2 if you've got 300.
That's what we want. We want Foot of Gork. I'm going to take off Purple Sun because we've got quite a lot of magic going on. And then we've got a lot of magic that we can, a lot of cash, sorry, that we can spend. Tempted to go for some Night Goblins, maybe some Nasty Skulkers for a little bit of.
I'm seeing some shouts for some armor and something that can take down those big units.
Yeah, we definitely need some anti-large, which, as I said, not that many options for us. We could grab like a big old tar pit of goblins.
Could be pretty good. Just lock
cheap
them
as
all
hell,
up.
you know. We just lock them up. Oh no, never mind.
We're seeing some Russian coming in.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, cannot read
Yes.
Russian.
Not just in general, we can read, but
yeah, I'm a muggle. I need to learn more languages. New Year's resolution.
is that what Muggle means? You don't know many languages.
For me, it does. Have you got a giant or something?
I've gone for an arachne.
Oh, you've got an arachne. Can you get the queen? Can you afford to get the
It's
queen?
very expensive. It's 2,400.
But you do know what it has.
I know it spawns, but we could just get another unit of goblins. We don't want to have much cav. Boar boys.
Big boar boys. And I'm loving the all caps is now starting to infect.
Forest Goblin Spider Riders are pretty good. I might grab 2 of those, drop out another Goblin unit. Oh god, right, we don't need 3 squigs. That's insane. And then we'll grab, fill up with 2 more of those. Okay, that's
okay.
Yeah. We're just inventing builds on the fly here, guys.
You're gonna have trouble controlling all these units, but it should be okay.
I'll be fine.
I don't think you've got enough damage. I think you might want to get rid of something, add more damage.
No, I think I'm actually pretty happy with that. We have lost 2 players because it took so long for us to pick a build.
Do you think that's what it was?
Probably.
Oh, it's probably just we just don't have the password. Is why we're getting people.
Night Goblins Fanatics apparently do good damage on big clumps, apparently. How much are they? They're
Expendable as well.
450.
It's a weird one.
Tell you what. How about that?
Ooh.
2 gold.
You hate to see it happen.
Oh,
Is there
the worst
anything worse
thing.
than -2?
Oh, I'm just gonna
Dream Liquor wants some lanky
get rid of
gits,
Warg.
and I can read it because he's put his all caps on.
We need to speak proper, is what he says. My throat is too sore to be able to carry that on for an entire match, I'm afraid. Anarion is joining us. Gone for the old A and E in one character.
It's a great character, that.
What, Anarion?
No, is that? It's not
Anarion
it's not the official
the Phoenix King
character of Anarion, though, is it? They've just freestyled that.
Yeah, they freestyled it. I believe Anarion is A after the N, spelling-wise.
Thanks for the spelling update on that one, Wills.
No worries. Guys, let us know what map you want to be seeing.
I personally think you need to get 1 more unit of Black Orcs. And
I've got 3 units of Black Orcs. They're very expensive. I think that's a bit too much.
You've got 3? You've got 2?
We've got Crimson Killers.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe you get rid of the Crimson Killers and you get 2 Black Orcs if you can afford it. That's my shout anyway. We are still waiting for more player. No pass for today. CA versus the world. If you've joined, if you played a previous one, now's your time. We will allow that, just so we can get straight into a game.
No, I'm keeping it as.
Okay.
Let us know what map you want to see.
Ooh. Did we have any shouts? I don't think we had any big shouts.
The DA 9L asks, who's the best of you two?
Let's talk about our history.
Well, on stream, you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? When we did CA Civil War a long time ago, we had the 3rd place match.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
We both got Wood Elves.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
that was a
what happened?
weird
Did I
match.
win? I genuinely can't.
I think you scraped it.
Yeah, I think I scraped
It
it.
was properly close.
And then, what other history have you got? You must have beaten me on stream before. Well, if you can't think of anything, then it appears that I'm the best player.
I've literally won a CA Civil War before. I've come first.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I don't think you have.
Nah, but we scripted that one.
Oh, did we?
And
Yeah.
I have actually won one before, but it wasn't with you guys.
Oh, no, that was in the B team one, wasn't it?
Well, you could call it a B team.
That's what they called it, not me.
That's what I called it. It was the Europa League rather than the Champions League.
Yeah, we'll call it that. We need one more player, guys. Come and join us. One more to join us in this free-for-all battle. Let us know what maps you want us to play on. We've got just about 20 minutes, so just about time for this one match left. As long as people hurry up.
Something with lots of hills. I don't like too many hills, but
Not
fair
fan hills.
Fair play.
We've got our 4th player, Loopy. Loopy.
Yeah,
perhaps a Woodland Ravine.
When you won, it was scripted. Come on, we let you.
How
win.
is that scripted?
We let you win.
How?
You were so happy. We just wanted you to be happy. It was all for you, mate.
I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah, run us through it at least.
And I remember it play by play because it was a fantastic stream. Actually, it was a really fun stream. It was back when Darren was still here. Darren got wiped out by Tom.
Yeah.
Because he's a noob. You got wiped out by me.
Yeah. We had a rematch of the 3rd place match.
Yeah. And I was playing as I think this was back in Warhammer 1 days.
Yeah.
I can't remember who I was playing in the first round. Probably Empire.
I remember. Oh, I think I remember. I think I tried to go for ranged. At some point against you, I swear I went for a ranged cheese.
Oh, no, I remember what happened. I was playing dwarves,
and I ran out of ammo.
You played wood elves, and you tried to kite me.
Got 4, by the way.
Nice, let's do it. I stood still and just shielded every single arrow, and then you just had to land, and you just got ruined by the dwarves. That was a stupid match.
I went for the cheesy strategy. Yeah, and it went on for so long as well.
It was such an uninteresting match.
Yeah, it wasn't a great one to watch.
Then the final ended up being Chaos versus Chaos.
Against Tom.
Yeah, against Tom. Tom doesn't know how to play Chaos, apparently. That was his excuse. Whereas I played it a little bit more. He went for a bit of a weird build. Took Forsaken, for example, which are
he didn't know.
Not armor-piercing at all. So when you go up against Chaos, they're useless.
I don't think he'd prepped to build.
And that was it, yeah. Sigval v Sigvald. His Sigval got fireballed quite a lot by my Chaos Sorcerer, which you know I like to do.
It was definitely the experience of that staple pick you had.
Yeah.
That won you over there.
I knew
not to take anything away from
the victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good match. It was a good match.
There's multiple ways to win a match. And that was it was a good game. Just checking out the chat.
Conspiracy says I'm going to get wrecked probably because unfortunately I just don't know how to play greenskin, so we'll find out what happens. Just waiting on an Arian. And then we're good to go. Dark Elves, High Elves, Tomb Kings, and Greenskins.
I like that that emote there.
That nice.
From Squiggy. That reminds me of the old when the winds of death hits just right.
Yeah. I always remember that clip from Ninja Hunt where he pulled off a wind of death across an entire line of dwarves. Like, what's up, dwarves? So good.
I do love when he goes mental.
He just screamed down the mic, and I had my volume really high when I watched the clip, and I was like...
I think we were sending the clip round between us, and and people kept having their headphones on too high, so you could just hear them be like, whoa.
That was hilarious. All right, here we go. Woodland Ravine. Any Warhammer memes? Of course.
Plenty. Check out Total War /
Check out my Twitter.
Check out Reddit / r/Total War.
Or go to the forums. There's a whole thread of them.
Really?
Not very good.
Well, that's the thing about the voting system on Reddit.
Yeah, you filter out the chaff.
then there is a lot of chaff out there. No offense to anyone. I'm also a producer of chaff.
Almost exclusively.
On occasion is how I was going to put it.
Right, here we are on Woodland Ravine. Kimsey Bimsey's going to be cheering for me. Thank you very much, Kimsey.
He's going to need all the tips he can get. Release Snorscore already, yeah, we know. We know.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry about it. It's a headache, but it's coming.
Yeah.
All right. Waiting for the load in. This is kind of like a preview of how bad the internet is for our contestants. Oh, okay, okay.
Pretty good.
Okay, here's our force. Right, so on our left we have the Tomb Kings, and on our right we have High Elves, and I'm not entirely sure what the better option is. I think probably the High Elves, because I don't think they're going to have as much large, which is basically what I'm worried about with this build, because I've got nothing to deal with it. So I think I'm going to have to go after those guys. Obviously got my front line of goblins, chaff.
Probably want to get those grouped up, because otherwise you're going to struggle controlling all them.
So we've got our fanatics at the back.
They've got the spinny, right?
Yeah, the spinny. They've got their little vortex spell thing.
Kimsey reckons the Dark Elves are going to be all Hydras.
Oh dear.
Oh, you did get the Ragnarok Queen in the end.
I did get the Ragnarok Queen. I've got my squigs who are going to do a little bit of armor piercing for me, which is always nice.
I will probably keep those off on the side.
Yeah, I want those kind of secret.
When your Goblin Tar Pit activates, you can bring them in the rear.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I'm going to shove my heroes slap bang in the middle of this force. So a shaman of each kind, one of which, by the way, did manage to grab him on a boar. A little a student of what's his name? Wurzag. A student of Wurzag. And then I'm going to have my big black orcs right at the back, protected from the fire, hoping that they just shoot into the goblins instead.
Ready to dive in.
Ready to dive in.
Any engagement, turn any engagement, because they are very powerful.
Very, very powerful. And then, of course, we've got our Ragnarok Spider. So we've got a big front line.
Also, when they come in on that tar pit, bring on the spiders behind. Who did you say you were going to go after? The High Elves?
I'm going to go after the High Elves. It looks, yeah, this is an entirely monster build, which is what I was scared of. So I'm going to be running away from those guys. I need to be... See, this is the issue. This is why I get sandwiched quite a lot. Because they'll come after me and I'll run away from them, which means I inevitably go in between two. Looks like the Dark Elves have gone for a pretty standard build. They've got Malekith on his Black Dragon, of course. Seraphon?
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that is the name of...
I believe that's its name.
Legendary mount? Is that something we call it?
It's just a named mount or something.
It's a good mount. Oh, yeah, named mount. That's
yeah, sure.
What we'd say.
Something like that.
Unique mount? I don't know.
Yeah, why not? So for this, I just want to basically...
High Elves turtling up there.
Yeah, they've got one unit of... Yeah, only one unit of Phoenix Guard. Of course, the Loth and Sea Guard are going to be a bit of a pain for my Ragnarok, but I actually think we'll be okay.
Are the Dark Elves coming in on the High Elves there? I assume so. You're taking the range fire already?
Yeah, well, a Ragnarok is my tank, bear in mind, you know?
Don't say that, because it's going to get focused out. But well, yeah, lock up the range straight away.
That's what I'm going to do straight away. Just pop down my little spiderlings to just try and take out some of those Loth and Sea Guard. Oh, accidentally cancelled the cast, because that's the kind of thing that I do. And then we want to avoid those Phoenix Guard, basically. The Phoenix Guard are the biggest issue for us. In come the spiderlings.
I think maybe with the spiders you could have had them lock up more than one group of the archers there. Just a little Mido's top tips.
Potentially, yeah. I'm going to keep kiting with those guys whilst my main force starts moving up this mountain. I'm going to struggle keeping formation here because it's really, really tight terrain. These guys are pretty slow. So
let me know when you want to have a break from speaking, mate, and I'll try and say a few things in chat.
You go ahead, mate. I'm always looking for a break from speaking.
DA9L wants a zoom in on the Queen at some point.
Here it is.
Filthy Phil. Filthy Phil is... the patch should come at the same time as the planned race pack in May. Is that right? Would you say, Wills?
What?
The patch. The rest of the patch. Should all come in at once.
Oh, what, when Norska gets implemented? Yeah, it should. It will come with some little changes, I imagine, and then.
Well, you'll see, but they should come at the same time.
We'll talk about it at some point. Obviously, we're not quite ready to talk about it just yet, but you know, we've always got stuff to be dealing with, so don't you worry about it. Right. I'm going to send my gobos directly into these Lofted Seagull because I just want to take those out quick. This is... Oh, my God, that's going to hurt. That's going to go straight down the middle. Yeah, that one hurt quite a bit. We've still got, of course, big old units of those horrible, horrible Tomb Kings coming in the back of me, and now my Queen is getting sandwiched between Blackguard and Phoenix Guard.
Not good.
Which
Remember
is really the worst place it could be.
You've got full Winds of Magic right now.
Oh, God, Azag's getting...
And your Ragnarok Spiders are off cooldown. Nice. You can use it to stop chase.
really bad spot.
Yes, and the blog, if you go to Total... If you just Google Total War blog...
Oh, leave me alone!
What the teams were working on, the latest one, I believe.
Yeah. Right. Itchy Nuisance. Pop that down. Grab... Oh, God, I just don't know what I'm doing.
Where did you get the Itchy Nuisance tip from? Was it Dogbert?
Yeah, that's like Dogbert's favourite spell. Yeah. Although he does love greenskins. Oh, God, my Crimson Killers. Oh, I'm just... I'm in a really
Too many
spot.
fronts. Suffering
from
having so many units.
No, it's not even that. I'm in such a bad spot. I got sandwiched between all three armies, and it's like... Yeah, it's bad news. It's bad, bad news. Where is my Goblin Shaman? God, I don't even know where everyone is anymore. He's probably dead, isn't he? Probably dead. Right,
looks like the Dark Elves, with their Murderous Prowess activated, are going to town at the top of the table.
Guys, I'm just gonna throw this one out there. I'm gonna lose this. There's literally very, very little I can do. I'm not equipped in any way, shape, or form for this battle.
This is why I was thinking less goblins, more black orcs. At least you feel in control, you know. You don't.
I'm just. I don't know what to do, mate. I just don't know what to do.
You're despondent.
Yeah.
Is the word. Oh, we've got the Fiery Convocation coming in. Let's get a look at that.
Oh,
bit of a
waste. Yeah, not a great target, and it also hit quite a lot of high elves. I think it actually hit more high elves than anything else.
Yeah, tasty sandwich. I'm getting hungry.
Oh, I'm so buggered. I don't think I've ever learned how to play greenskins. I find them a really weird army.
Fairly versatile, though.
Yes, they have a lot of options, and they can take
so you just
quite
need
a lot of
you just need to find
things.
your way.
Yeah.
Find the Whelan way. Trademark.
Sure. That's just what I'm feeling right now. Oh, God. So how does this work? I've never even used these before. I think I just whack it on when I charge in or something.
Filthy Phil, we will... Well, depends when we start. But we'll go home soon after this stream.
Yeah. Thank God.
You're a tired ill boy, aren't you?
Just down with greenskins, that's what I say.
Don't let it get to you, mate.
I just hate them. I just don't like them.
Wow. Looks like we just need to do a bit of esports commentary now.
Bam. UI off. Here's Malekith.
Look at those God Rays.
So, yeah, this ended up being a real, like, smash and grab for pretty much everyone because... obviously, the Tomb Kings had one objective, which was to, like, get as many monsters as they can and just, you know, hit the targets. They've taken quite a lot of damage. As you can see, their War Sphinx over here, almost dead. Coming up against Lofted Seaguard, who can do a bit of large damage on them, so it's a bit difficult for them. But the Dark Elves, I reckon, have got this one pretty much made for them. They've got most of their force remaining. And at the top of the leaderboard.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. The Night Goblin Shaman is back.
I just want to point out that you still have full Winds of Magic.
Yep.
Not to rub it in.
Somewhere I had a I can't even talk anymore. Somewhere I had an Orc Shaman with Foot of Gork loaded up, and I don't even know where he went. I was so confused. I want these guys to come back.
In theory, it's like what we were saying with Saffron about going for the dwarfs was probably the right option, but it just was a hard thing to execute. In the same way, going for the Goblin Spearman here was a good idea. It's just really hard to execute.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hide inside the spider. I can't move through him. It's too big. So we've got an almost full-strength Blackguard and Nagarond here, who are going to make a really, really good attempt at taking down some of these big monsters. I think they're actually picking the wrong target here. I need them to go after the Necrosphinx, or even just pulling after that Scorpion, because they're probably going to disrupt him the most, the Scorpion, but obviously the Necrosphinxes are going to do quite a lot of damage. The Shades have run out of ammo now almost. One of the units guys still remaining. But that Tomb Scorpion is almost on low health, so we're going to be going after that one. Guy, do you want to do some talking?
I was gonna say, mate.
Squigs are back! This is it.
This is it.
This is the big comeback.
If it was me right now, I would have completely abandoned my dudes. I would have pressed Alt-K to bring up the cinematic bars. Would have been going in and out of that.
Okay, is that indie band?
the sequel.
The sequel.
And then I'll just be play by playing this this tussle. Maybe the battle between second and third is potentially closer here.
I think I don't think the Dark Elves. Although the thing is though, those are some big monsters that the followers of Nagash, or was that K-Tep's faction, I believe. The Exiles of Nehek. Those are some big old monsters that they're fielding at the moment, which means that they're going to do a lot of damage output. I mean, look, Tomb Scorpions coming over here. I know you love Tomb Scorpions. Ooh, a little bit chill wind going on.
Ooh. He's
I felt shuddered.
Yeah, not cold for me.
In you come, boys. Come back up, you shaman. Squigs. In they come.
There they go.
Big charge.
Oi.
Oh!
It was
taking
all
down some
worth
archers.
it. It was all
worth it just to take down those archers. Now pull out, pull out. They've got a little bit of morale from that good charge. Look, they're loving life now. They just need to run away as fast as possible from these Hagen FX.
Executioners are going to catch up to some of them. Oh, the tree.
Get around the tree, boys. All right, they're fine, they're fine. They're going to do okay. Now this is the point where we've reformed in the forest.
Tiny Tofu is catching up there in second place.
I love these boys. They just crack me up. Let's see. Tiny Tofu, what's he got left? That Necrosphinx is looking pretty ragged. Bear in mind, you've also got the Blackguard there who are just going to take it apart. Really good at taking down big monsters. There goes all of its morale. It's going to start crumbling now as well.
Did you see how fast some of those dudes were?
In comes Malekith to help out, and that is just going to get destroyed now. Wait for it to crumble. Here it comes. Oh! See the soul leaving the statue, and off goes Malekith. Let's fight another day. What is remaining to take him on?
Wow, you only 3,000 points.
I'm just going to drop down Itchy Nuisance on all Dark Elf units. That's what I'm going to do. Literally all I can do.
Cubbypunk says beautiful camera work.
Oh, thank you very much. We've got one more Necrosphinx remaining over here, as well as a Tomb Scorpion. Necrosphinx is going after the Shades of Greatswords. Probably quite a good target for him. Should be able to smash through those pretty easily. The Squigs are back! Gonna go straight after those archers. Blackguard and Nagarond just regenerated as well.
Dark Elves really far gone there.
Yeah, honestly, they have had
off on the horizon
a lovely time. I wish we still had Itchy Nuisance so I could drop that on. Oh, but unfortunately the archers have completely shattered, which means I can't take them on. Just going to have to go after the Blackguard, which is going to be a terrible, terrible unit to charge into. They're probably going to run away before they even get there, but we'll see.
Oh! Every single remaining model in that unit was victim.
I mean, bear in mind, the Squig Herds, you know, they do a lot of armor-piercing damage, and these Blackguard are...
Oh, God,
I'm really taking a lot of damage there.
Did you just spot that guy getting eaten up?
Oh, yeah, I should really be much, much closer.
It's making me hungry.
Oh, there he is. Goodbye. Gobbled up. completely gobbled up. We've completely broken that unit there. If we can just find more tiny little units and see how many points we can get.
It's a good way to play.
That's it. There's this guy remaining. That's it.
I think
the last of his kin.
Does he still want some?
Nah, he's broken. He's just trying to find somewhere to run away. All right, let's see what we've got here. We have those white lines of trace. They might be a good target. The Loft and Sea Guard and the Archers, but I think we're going to have to go for the Archers. They are a slightly bigger unit, but they're going to be a lot more juicy to take on. This guy's just getting completely ignored because what's the point? I'm just waiting to drop more debuffs on.
Not that it benefits anybody.
No.
Just chaos.
Ah, Squigs are gone. The only thing remaining is Drop Itchy Nuisance.
Cyberpunk. I believe we mostly use default hotkeys.
Hotkeys?
Yeah, I believe it just means keyboard, right? Keyboard.
We definitely haven't changed any settings.
Yeah.
Apart from cranking it up on full, of course.
I thought that was the US flag on the Tomb Scorpions claw there.
Chilly. Where is he? I can't find him. Where's he gone? Where is he? He can't be dead already, surely. Oh my god. There he is. Come on, lad. Don't fail me now.
And he's up.
He gets back up.
Oh, he
fights jump. Another day. No, he's running away. Oh, okay. So this is going to be the final charge then. Something about shoving those cinematic bars on just makes everything look so much better.
It's amazing how much of a difference it makes.
Charging into the forest now. We're doing a bit of Spielberg work here, a bit of a one-shot. Doing a one-up. Malekith just tearing apart some archers over here. Oof. On his Black Dragon Seraphon.
What an amazing beast.
What an incredible monster.
I think it would be quite funny to do a video in the style of a nature documentary.
Yeah.
Maybe just dub a bit of Attenborough over the top of a Warhammer battle.
Black Dragon Seraphon crashing into its natural prey, the High Elf. Tyrion here is one of our film crew who has volunteered to walk out in a horse. In a horse? On a horse. Oh!
Wow.
Of course, free race action.
Of course, cavalry being mounted on that horse there is going to help him get away, but it also means he can take hits a little easier because of a bigger target.
Well, not just that, but it kind of stops him from being knocked over, which is a big deal when you're coming up against those big monsters.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm referring to.
Ooh. Charging after him there. Bam!
I feel like we should crank the music up as well.
Do it, Malice. It's just peaceful bird song. This is a battle for the ages. I'm getting that Matrix-style spin around. Oh, I think Malekith might come out the worst for this, definitely. Look at that. A lot of anti-large damage on those Necrosphinxes means that they're actually pretty good at taking out
I just think it's too little too late.
Of course, there's just not enough on the board for him now.
Oh, your shaman does appear to be alive.
He just can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. Just take out some of these already broken Dark Elves.
That's like me trying to attack someone.
He got completely wrecked. That was incredible.
He's still getting up from that.
He got stabbed.
Yeah, this is... you think that fight between those massive monsters was epic. Try this on for size. Got a goblin chasing after a load of elves. Oh, he just took his legs out.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't think he had it in him.
Oh! They get one-shotted. What an absolute tank. They're trying their best to get away.
I'm in awe of this goblin. Look at
absolute unit. Bam!
Would he be able to do this in any way if it wasn't for the fact that they're broken?
Nope. Go, go, go. They're getting tired now. They're running uphill. Bam!
Oof. So we're going to miss.
He's a freaking maniac.
Oh, I thought it was going to end there.
Oh, that little slow-mo, like...
Yeah.
Bam.
Are they... Is he,
2 for 1.
Will he get them all before the game ends?
This is what it's all about.
Oh, I think he might do it, you know. How many's left?
Bam.
It's another one down.
Oh, it's gonna be at like 10, at least 10. Go for the middle, mate. You need to use that splash damage effectively.
He's fast. Down. How many's left now?
Oh, using
Another one
little
by
distraction technique there.
And another one.
Another one.
Oh, we're at the trees.
Goblin Shaman's is key.
That's
Bam. Oh, now they're running the wrong way.
Oh, he's hurted them.
Blam.
Is that 2 in 1 there? Or
3 in 1.
Oh, he really wants it. 2 left.
Oh, 2 remaining.
2 remaining.
Don't you end that game. Oh, one left.
There's 1 to go. He's so close to to escaping.
Oh,
And that's it. Beautiful.
Goblin Shaman MVP.
I'm so glad that we managed to have a moment, a moment of victory. And that is very much lemonade from lemons there.
Yeah.
Every cloud. Every cloud.
Combustible lemon grenades. Here we go. I'm kind of mimicking your shot here with the sweeping over the hills. Look at him. What an absolute legend. We need to give him a name. Chat, name this Goblin Shaman.
Yeah. Maybe we could.
What's next? Another one bites the dust.
I want this. I want a free-for-all map named after this dude. So maybe.
Oh! We should just call him Absolute Madman. Oh my God!
Oh Lord!
I think he's out of his depth now. Valiant defeat.
I didn't want to see him take too many hits there.
I can't even pronounce whatever Web Chef just said.
Yeah, but that is funny. I do find that funny.
Legend the Shaman. Yeah, that's probably one of the worst games I've ever played. Not gonna lie. I think most of our kills came from when we were just squigs.
Yeah. You really did nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing whatsoever. Thank you very much. Congratulations to Loopy. He had a whale of a time. Thank you, Tofu, who I see in chat. Tiny Tofu. And, of course, thank you to Anarion. I am going to go die now. I don't think I'll be able to speak tomorrow.
I will go and put Wheels to rest back in his tomb, back in his grave. He's done. He's cooked.
He's done. Put me in the oven. I'm done.
That's not how cooking
No,
works.
I mean the crematorium.
All right. Beautiful stuff.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll
Yeah.
see you in the next few weeks. And hopefully with some Thrones of Britannia. Should be very fun.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Mad Dog Madness will be in control of those streams. He is Mr. Thrones of Britannia. Mr. Thrones of Britannia.
He's dabbing right now.
He's dabbing right now. There it is. Thanks for watching. I've been Wheels. This has been Mido. See you soon. And remember,
See you soon.
see you soon.